Hello. Yes, we welcome you back to PSSB, Physical Sciences, Silver Bullet, and Smee Richard here. Yes, tonight we are looking at this question. It says that each tile or box on the periodic table represents information of elements. Whatever box you saw on the periodic table, it is an element. And in one of the tile, the information below was extracted. So this is what they got in one of the tiles. We have a 12, we have mg, and below we have this number. And the question says that state what each of the following represent. Okay. So what does 12 represent? 12 represents atomic number. Okay. Then what does 24.2050 represent? It represents atomic mass number. Okay. So what does mg represent? Mg represents the symbol or the chemical symbol for the element. Okay. So that is that. Yeah. So comes this question. It says that the information below was extracted from one of the tiles from the periodic table. So this is the information we have about from one of the tiles. And the question says that identify the chemical name of the element concerned. So what is the chemical name? To get the chemical name, you got the symbol, and the symbol gives you the name. So the name is lithium. Okay. Then comes the next question. What does it say? It says identify the number of protons in the atom of an element. Where do we get the number of protons? Okay, the atomic number represents the number of protons. So the answer is 3. Okay. Then comes to this question that identify the number of electrons in the atom of the element. Okay, you have to know that inside the atom is neutral. So the number of protons, which are positive, is equal to the number of electrons, which are negative. So it is neutral because positive is equal to negative. So what is the answer here? The answer is 3. Okay. So then comes this question. The number of neutrons in the atom of an element. How do you get that? Okay, the difference between atomic mass number and atomic number gives you number of electrons. So the answer is 7 minus 3. What do you get? 4. So there are 4 neutrons. Yeah, so comes this question. It says that identify the sum of protons and neutrons in the nucleus of the atom of this element. Okay, how do you get the sum of protons and neutrons in the nucleus of that element above? The answer is 7. The atomic mass number represents the sum of protons and neutrons in the nucleus of the element. Yeah, so comes this question. It says that, what is the sign of the charge on each of the particles below? These are the 3 particles which we find inside the atom of any element. Inside we have electrons, we have protons, and you have neutrons. But what are they? They are signs of the charge. This is what you have to know. Electrons are negatively charged. Protons are positively charged. And the neutrons have no charge. Yeah, then comes this question. It says that the atom of an element has 2 basic parts, the nucleus and the orbitals. And the question says that state where each of the particle is located in the atom, and you choose between nucleus or orbitals. Okay, in the nucleus. Okay, where do we find neutrons? We found them in the nucleus. Where do we find electrons? We found them in the orbital. Yes, that's the arrangement. Inside the nucleus, there are 2 particles, protons and neutrons. And outside in the orbitals, we find electrons. And with that, I would like to thank you for your time. The channel is PSSB with me, Richard, here. Yeah, see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, to comment, to like, to share. We are simply the best. See you then. Bye-bye.